There's a common misconception that Christianity was only introduced to Africans through colonial conquest, as if the faith had no roots on the continent before European arrival. This idea suggests that Christianity was alien to African people, and that the Church only grew in Africa through oppression and forced conversion. While we must acknowledge the harm caused by colonialism and the manipulation of Scripture in the name of a more recent version of Christianity, we must not neglect this truth. Africa was home to some of the earliest Christians and some of the oldest expressions of the Christian faith. Before the missionary movements of Europe, the gospel had already taken root in Egypt, Ethiopia, and Nubia, shaping a distinctly African Christian legacy. Today, we're exploring the three most significant pre-colonial African churches, some of the oldest Christian traditions in the world. Let's begin. Our journey begins with the Church of Alexandria, founded around 42 AD by Saint Mark the Evangelist. This church became a vital center of Christian thought, producing influential figures like Origen, Athanasius, and Cyril of Alexandria. The Church of Alexandria was also the birthplace of Christian monasticism, with monks like Saint Anthony shaping spiritual practices worldwide. The Alexandrian Church developed its theological school, the Catechetical School of Alexandria, which is considered the oldest of its kind in the world. It combined theology, science, and philosophy, setting a foundation for Christian intellectualism. The Church of Alexandria significantly shaped global Christianity through its theological contributions and the spread of monasticism, which influenced both Eastern and Western Christian traditions. The Church of Alexandria continues as the Coptic Orthodox Church, a vibrant community preserving ancient Christian traditions. Next, we head to present-day Ethiopia, home to one of the oldest state-sponsored Christian churches, the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church. Christianity as a state religion took root here after the Syrian bishop Frumentius converted King Ezana of Aksum in the 4th century. In future videos, we will discover Ethiopia's unique relationship and conversion to Christianity in greater depth. The Ethiopian Church maintains one of the oldest biblical canons in the world, including books like Enoch and Jubilees that are not found in most Western Bibles. This church has preserved a unique expression of African Christian identity, blending biblical faith with Jewish traditions, indigenous culture, and African symbolism in ways that have inspired African theologians and movements globally. The Ethiopian Church developed a unique Christian identity, preserving ancient texts in Ge'ez, observing Old Testament dietary laws, and famously claiming to house the Ark of the Covenant. Our final stop is the Nubian Church, 6th to early 16th century, which flourished in the Christian kingdoms of Makuria, Nobatia, and Alodia. These kingdoms maintained Christian rule for centuries, even successfully resisting early Islamic invasions. In future videos, we'll explore how Christianity took root in Nubia and the unique way it developed there. Nubia's early Christianization involved both Byzantine and Egyptian Coptic efforts. Over time, close ties with Coptic Egypt led the Coptic tradition to become the dominant expression of Christianity in the region, particularly in Makuria. This influence shaped Nubian liturgy, theology, and church architecture for centuries. The Kingdom of Makuria signed the Bac Treaty with the Muslim rulers of Egypt in 652 AD, an agreement that ensured peace and allowed Nubian Christianity to survive for nearly 600 years after the rest of North Africa had become Islamic. The Nubian Church is a testament to the resilience of African Christianity, showing that faith was not only introduced but also defended, adapted, and sustained by African peoples on their own terms. Although Christianity eventually declined in Nubia, these communities left behind artwork and historic churches that tell their remarkable story. Africa's rich Christian history is often overlooked, yet these ancient churches profoundly shaped global Christianity. Stay tuned as we explore each of these ancient traditions in future videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more.